Good evening and welcome to another episode of Loving Black with Tory and Teri. Just want to thank you guys for tuning in again. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing good, and I'm glad. You guys know I'm glad it's Friday. This is my favorite day, so I hope you had a fabulous week. What we got tonight, though. I'm so juiced about tonight. Wait till you hear who's with us tonight.
Yeah, tonight we're going to be talking about anticipated nuptials. And, you know, babe, getting married is one of the most blessed and beautiful things.
Oh my God, it's so exciting.
But,
and this is wedding season. It's wedding season.
It is.
Spring is around the corner.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But it can also be one of the most stressful times for people getting married.
Yes.
Too, right?
This is true. This is true, especially for first-time brides.
Yeah.
Those that hadn't been down. You know, I think everybody gets nervous. I really do. I don't think it, but those first-time brides, they're. Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a bride, so
The first-time brides
just show up.
But you know, men get cold feet too. I mean, everybody has their thing, right? Everybody has their little, you know, their fears and trepidations, but definitely the brides are just like, because a lot of people start coming into that, the mothers and everybody. It's just.
Exactly.
Families.
So with there being so much anticipation during the engagement period about the wedding day, I think there's a lot of high expectations set for the day.
Oh yeah. And we hear that. Yeah. You know, as counselors, we get it all.
Exactly.
Because they come to us and they want us to help work through it.
Exactly. So, who we got?
Well, tonight we have our Black History moment. And so I want to just share with you guys. So this is, okay, let me put my cards down because I just have to say this. This is my girl. This is my girl, and I'm so glad to have the opportunity. I wanted to do it last show, but my husband was doing it. That was his segment. But tonight, we are honoring Oprah Winfrey. When I say that's my girl, like that is my girl. And so much of everything that she has done has really shaped my life. Oprah Winfrey, you know, as we know, she was born January 29th, 1954 into poverty in rural Mississippi to a teenage mother. And after experiencing a traumatic childhood, she went to live with her father, Vernon Winfrey, in Tennessee. From there, she landed her first radio job while she was still in high school. By 19, she was a co-anchor for the local news. And Winfrey often gave emotional deliveries, you know, as we know that. She's gotten all of us where she's triggered us with tears and everything over the years. As she transferred and, you know, it led her to daytime TV. And that arena, after boosting a third-rated local Chicago talk show, which I happened to be living in Chicago at the time, so it was really exciting for me because I was able to tell people back home just, you know, who this woman was. She launched her own production company and became internationally syndicated. By the mid-1990s, Winfrey had reinvented her show with a focus on literature, improvement, mindfulness, and spirituality. Oprah also emerged as a political force in 2008 presidential race with an endorsement for our own Barack Obama.
Barack.
Yeah, which estimated to have been worth about 1 million votes during the 2008 Democratic primaries. I'm sorry?
No, I was one of the votes.
Oh yeah, I was definitely. Yeah. So in 2013, Winfrey was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Obama and honorary doctorate degrees from Duke and Harvard. In 2008, she formed her own network, we all know, Oprah Winfrey Network OWN. Here are a few of her accolades. In 1994, she was inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. She has won the following 18 Daytime Emmy Awards, including the Lifetime Achievement Award and the Chairman's Award, 2 Primetime Emmy Awards, including the Bob Hope Humanitarian Award, a Tony Award, a Peabody Award, the John Herschel Humanitarian Award, awarded by the Academy Awards, and 2 additional Academy Award nominations. Our brilliant, beautiful sister, Queen Oprah, is an American talk show host, television producer, actress, philanthropist. This brilliant icon held her own, no pun intended, talk show that is ranked the highest rated television program of its kind in history and ran in national syndication for 25 years from 1986 to 2011. Dubbed the Queen of All Media, she was the richest African American of the 20th century and North America's first Black multi-billionaire, and she has been ranked the greatest Black philanthropist in American history. She reigns as the most influential woman in the world. That is my girl, Oprah Winfrey. Woo, woo, woo.
So,
shout out to you. Cheers to you, Mama.
I talked to Oprah before the show.
Did you? What did you
said,
tell her?
Look
What I
under
said?
your chair.
No, my blessing from Oprah is not under my chair. It won't fit under my chair.
No, it's in
baby.
an envelope under your chair.
Yeah, it's not.
And it says that we have an audition for her show.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
kidding.
Yeah, that's psych. You make
Oprah,
look.
if you
I'm
hear
not
me
looking.
though,
I'm not looking.
you got me. Hey, look.
You got us both.
Got us
But
both.
no, we really, I mean, cheers to you. We tip our hats to you. I always heard you say that you looked at Barbara Walters as being your inspiration. You're our inspiration. So we thank you.
Yep.
We're going to go to commercial, but then we're going to come back.
Yeah, but before we go to commercial, hey, if you guys are interested in sponsoring your business or your product or services on our show, all you gotta do is send us an email to loveandblack1@gmail.com. Also, if you're interested in being a guest on one of our shows, or if you'd like to send in a letter to be read on air and have us figure it out for you, we'll do that. So we're gonna go to commercial, and we'll see you guys in a couple seconds.
Don't go away.
Hey, and welcome back. Hey, we were mentioning earlier about anticipated nuptials, and who best to talk about anticipated nuptials other than someone that's just getting married?
Yes.
How about that?
Yeah, she's getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a friend of ours. She's really close to us and close to our hearts. She's getting married, but not just that. She's an author. She's a TV, radio host herself, and she has the show called The Author's Lounge. And we're going to talk to her in a moment here.
Yes. Her name is Sherrika. Sherrika is a major community leader, motivational speaker, public figure. I'm gonna read here just to give you a bit. She's packed. Just packed. She's a public figure and advocate for sickle cell anemia, the Alzheimer's Association. She brings awareness to the cause by public speaking, walking for the cause, donating, raising funds, and her annual event, Ride for Alzheimer's. Her community work and dedication resulted in her receiving a proclamation from Mayor Sylvester Turner and Sheila Jackson Lee, as well as receiving several leadership awards for business, community service, and her mentorship to youth in business management and marketing. She became the vice president of For His Glory Christian Alliance, where they raise scholarships for college students each year, and is also a member of the NAACP and the Promote Her chapter of Exclusive Business Sorority, where they offer a national network of sisterly support in the business industry. With all the responsibilities she has, she still finds time to manage the Mike and Ike Dance Ministry for over 5 years. Put your hands together as we welcome the beautiful, lovely Sherrika Hunt.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you.
I've been waiting, in line, but I'm here.
She has. My apologies.
No.
We were going back and forth. She's like, "Hey, I still want to be on the show," and I said, "I know," but we had everything lined up.
Yeah.
Your schedule,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
you are just doing big
But I'm
things.
here now.
You're here
know.
now.
You are here now, and because you're here, we have this segment, so it's gonna be you and I. We get to have a little fun. It's still a little
Before
girl
you
thing.
get into that Mike and Ike dance ministry you have,
Love
I used to
them.
pop back in the day. Can
Well, we're thinking about adding a little twist, but I don't know if they're ready.
You don't know if they're ready for that?
I would
For
love
big
to
man
have
moves?
them on. I've been mesmerized in church services watching them. They just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's powerful, and it
It
really
is.
brings that message.
Right.
That dance ministry is something else.
It
And
is.
it's nothing like young adults
Yeah.
serving God.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about
Yeah,
it.
there's power in
They
that.
have in their own way.
Yes. Yes.
So
yes.
I don't know about the pop locking.
You don't know about that yet? Anyway. Hey, well, tell us what do you know. Tell our viewers about yourself.
Oh, first, I am an author. I guess about 3 years now.
Yeah.
And that just really took my I guess my business to another level, because I decided to have a company called the Diamond in the Rough Management,
Yes.
which I started marketing my own self. I was my first client.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it
That's
sometime.
right.
And so,
The
and
litmus test, right?
right. I had to test it before, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so it just took off. You know, I did a lot of work, hard work. People think you just kind of sit back and the book just sells itself.
Yeah.
It does
And your
not.
book is powerful. For those of you that
Thank
do not
you.
know, Sherrika, we almost lost her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And which
You
was the
can never
inspiration for her
imagine. Look at her.
book.
right.
No.
Just glowing.
Right. So
Just
it's a
glowing.
testimony,
It
and it's
definitely
helping
is.
other people to share their testimony. You know, once we go through, it's not just for us. So once
Always for
It's
someone
it's
else.
always
Pass it
for
on.
someone else, and I had to learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand when you're going through it. You're like, okay, this is a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sick. I lost my mother, my father, my brother. It's a lot going on. So what is the plan and the purpose?
Yeah.
But 3 years later,
You
I
get
know.
it now.
I know.
And now
Full
you're about to
circle.
start a TV show.
Yes, I'm excited. Look, you're gonna make me.
I know,
Hey, come on. Let's pass it along.
Don't do it.
Let's pass it along.
Pass
Come
some
on
of
now.
that over here so I can do this rapid fire. I've been wanting to do this rapid fire with you, but I do want to say this. I think of you daily because we have your book and it's in our family room. So as I walk from our bedroom to the kitchen or throughout the
always
house,
You
I
see
always
that.
On the
see
show.
it. I always see it. So, okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Come on, y'all. Get in with me. All right. Rapid fire.
She
Here
don't
we
talk.
go. Apple or Android?
Apple.
Okay. Solo or squad?
Squad.
All right.
Yeah.
Wine or champagne?
Wine.
Lifetime or Bravo?
Lifetime.
Diamonds or dollars?
Dollars.
Okay. Umbrella or hat?
Hat.
Braids or twists?
Twist.
Okay.
Neither.
Here we go. For the ladies that need to know.
Okay.
Ultimatum or ghost?
Ultimatum.
Okay. Emerald cut or pear shape?
Emerald cut.
All right. And last but not least, church or destination?
Church.
Which one?
Church.
Church. Amen.
Well,
Y'all
she
get
come
that?
from
I
a
hope
churchy
y'all
background.
Y'all pick up on that.
am
These are
Baptist.
brides to
Churchy
be.
background.
I know, I know.
I came from the Baptist greater. No.
But no, this helps, especially brides to be.
Oh yeah.
This helps them. And I mean,
Yeah.
how many, I'm sure there's brides to be that are like, you got two. Especially with COVID
Right.
relationships and all. I'm
Right,
sure that
right.
a lot of people went through that.
COVID relationships,
they got
that's
to know
another
about
show.
the ultimatum or ghost.
I mean, I said ultimatum because you need to communicate.
Yes.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I mean, just
Absolutely.
leaving and it's unfinished. Yeah, we're gonna communicate, and then you get ghosts.
Right,
Yeah.
right. If that means closure.
If
right.
that means
Let me
closure.
ask you
Get
this.
some understanding.
Let me ask you this. Are you getting married for love or for the sake of being married?
Trick question.
It is too. Well, let me preface it. Let me
tell you why.
Let me preface it.
Episode, baby.
It is. Let me preface it with this though, because we tell everyone in our counseling not to get married for love, because love wanes and
That's why I
fades
said
and
it's
things.
a trick. Trick.
But
Don't
100% of our clients, they say the same thing. That I say, why do you want to be married to this person? Oh, because I love him or I love her.
That's not enough.
And
It's
that's
deeper.
definitely not
It's
enough.
So not enough. That's why
Yeah.
I said that's a trick question
I know,
because
right?
it's
Yeah.
not enough.
You're gonna need
So
a
how
lot.
do you feel about the relationship between love and marriage then?
Well, you have to love the person, right?
Yeah.
But
Some attraction has to be there.
well, some,
Yeah.
a lot. Wait a minute.
And attraction and love are two different things too.
Yeah.
but,
I think the attraction, the love, the vision together, the goals, and the upbringing, the foundation. I mean, all of that.
So
is
you are saying the right things because all that's involved.
That's
but a lot of
important.
people don't realize that
Oh,
though.
well, I do.
Well, that increases the staying power.
It
because
does.
you've got to be able to go the distance. And the
Right.
distance is a lot more.
So
than
I
just a
need to
feeling.
know when I'm not cute, or something happens, tragic happens, anything. Are
They
you
still gonna be there.
right?
Exactly.
Because I mean, this not gonna last forever.
Yeah. Exactly.
And
You think I was born this big?
I was-
Oh my God. But you know what I just thought about you guys? Do you guys remember that song by Music Soul Child? and it was a big
Love.
No.
Oh,
Which
which
one?
one?
The answer is yes. Not how
Oh,
to do
that
it.
one.
Yes,
It's yes.
yes,
And I think that she had,
Got
suffered
older.
like breast cancer or something, but whatever it was,
Yeah.
she had
Right.
lost her hair and stuff. But he said in 2 or 3 years from now,
Right.
the answer is yes. So
Right.
that instead of I do, how about yes? Yes to the future, yes to a life with you.
Right.
I think that's the answer.
Even on love, you say even if you gain a little weight,
All of
I'm
that.
still-
And there it goes.
there you go, right?
You better.
Still got me.
we go. It's a COVID wave. It's
I know,
coming
right?
off.
The COVID,
We got big plans.
too many COVID snacks.
Oh my God. Cupcakes.
You look great.
Cupcakes though, that's my weakness. But
Ooh,
go ahead.
cupcakes.
Chocolate,
Yeah.
chocolate,
Oh my God,
anything is mine.
old-fashioned donuts, glazed sour cream.
Yeah. And I wanted her to keep pacing me, so I brought her 2
I
yesterday.
know. And I'm like, you set me up, dude. I'm working here.
You ain't gotta eat them.
I'm not even thinking like going
Yeah,
vegan. That's a
Adam
whole
came.
other
Adam
show.
came to my job with chocolate covered apples
Oh, my
from
girlfriend makes
Edible
those.
Arrangement
Wow.
yesterday.
Oh, edible range. Oh,
And
yeah.
when he brought them, 3 was gone.
See.
And he said, "Well, I mean, I ate 3."
But all the pineapples were gone. All the
Well,
chili.
this is shares.
I
Yeah,
know,
he's
right?
like,
You know
I ate
that he
3,
shares.
but
That's
you know,
right.
here's your 3.
Yeah. My man Adam, hey, sorry you couldn't be here today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely wanted
We
you
want
guys,
you
both of you
on.
guys here.
Well, they're just gonna come
So
back.
they're just gonna come
I
back.
can hold it down for us though.
Oh, yes,
And
you
she
do.
is.
That's
Thing.
And
That's
she
you got
is.
this.
Yeah.
This is what
She
you do.
is.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what you do.
So
Absolutely.
let me ask you this. So I know you didn't come to us for premarital counseling. I know you, because you come from a churchy family, so I'm sure you got it all covered.
No,
Churchy
I'm
family,
we're
really? Love to you, family. We know you all too.
Right, I
No
did.
slight.
I come from a churchy family,
The
but
term.
growth. We're in counseling,
Yes.
so
good.
we are. We were doing separate individual counseling, and we do counseling together.
Marvelous.
great.
That's
So,
what
yeah.
That's what we actually. We
promote
tell her.
that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
tell
So
our
we do
clients that.
separate, and I
Yeah.
gotta be
We
better
encourage it.
for myself. He needs to be better for himself, and then we come together. And we
Absolutely.
do. And then
Beautiful.
some things I don't want to say in
Right,
our
right, right.
counseling.
Exactly.
Right, right,
Exactly.
That's
So-
private.
So you already gave a couple of things like the vision, having a goal,
Mm-hmm.
and plans and all. What are some of your foundation blocks for having a successful marriage?
Communication.
Yeah.
Number one.
A lot of
Number
prayer. No,
one.
well, a lot of prayer is one.
Okay.
Like we pray together. We fast together. This journey with Adam has been amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, up, down, but I know he has my back. I have his back.
Mm-hmm.
When times COVID hit, what are we gonna do? What's the plan?
Yeah.
When things are not always
Sure.
up here, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna support? Are you gonna encourage? Are you
Mm-hmm.
gonna uplift? So we do that for each other. I mean, every day is not a good day.
Yeah.
I get on his nerves. He get on
I
mine.
just told one of our clients yesterday, I'm saying, they're like, hey, man, we want to be happier. I said, look, I don't care if you're together 1 year, 5 years, 50 years. Ain't no, it's you're not
It's
going to have
ebbs and
a
flows.
day
It's ebbs
where
and
you
flows.
all you're going to be is on the same page every single day of all those
No.
years.
No.
I always say that you wake up each day consciously making a choice. It is
Right.
a choice to stay together.
Yes.
Every single day. I'm committed to this. And it's bigger. It's bigger than the two of you.
Right.
It's about your commitment to Christ because it's bigger.
Right.
The whole vision, where there's no vision, the
And I
people
learned
perish.
in therapy that equally yoked
Yoked,
is not
yeah.
just people think it's just your religion needs to be the same.
Yeah.
It's when I'm down, he's when I'm weak, he's strong.
Absolutely.
I mean, we
You have to be
balance
that
each
yin
other.
and
You
yang,
balance
and
each
you
other
have
out.
to balance
Yes.
each other. I
Yes.
learned that in therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But
right.
and we teach that in therapy.
Absolutely. But it's the strength. It's having each other. You have that term. Are you? I am my brother's keeper. I am my sister's keeper.
Right.
That should be because you guys also are sister and brother in Christ.
Right.
And so looking at that with agape love, just the same. Looking at that from a whole nother lens as far as making that decision. That's why you don't make that decision so lightly.
Right.
And I say that I've said that to different clients and all, and I've even said it on the radio, and I'll say it again. There is a reason for the crossing over. There's a reason for the bachelor parties and the bridal, because it is a crossing over.
And it's going to be work.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're preparing to be better for that work. And that's why you don't rush. You just take your time and make sure and do the things that was, preparing. And
Make
sure
sure you're sure.
Yeah.
Sure, you're sure.
Yeah.
So
So let me ask you, have you seen a lot of examples of what we call a model marriage?
My parents.
Yeah,
Amen.
Good.
Yeah, my
Amen.
parents were married for 57 years.
Wow. And they didn't
So,
argue in not one time?
You know what? I didn't. You know what? I didn't
Tell me
see
it's
it.
over.
I didn't say that. I'm just wondering.
I didn't see it. I mean, I know it's, you know,
Really?
I didn't. I mean, they hit it very
Yeah.
well, you know.
They hit it, girl. You know they hit
He's
it.
around to the car. Oh, I'm going to get with you. Meet me out in the van.
But I saw my mom end up having Alzheimer's, and I saw a brain tumor, and I saw my dad love her so much more in that moment.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Yes.
You have to be there for that.
he
No.
loved her so much
That's what I'm
more.
saying. You love somebody so much more, but it hurts when you see them down like that.
Right.
You know,
And
so
I
you
saw
pour
it,
all that love into
and
them.
I watched it, and I watched the love. I mean, we joke all the time. Every holiday he gets on his knee and propose. I'm like, how many times?
Really?
Oh yeah. He would.
That's
He,
cool.
he
That's
would
precious.
always propose. He's always
Oh, I
so
love
right
that.
before he passed
Yeah, write that
away.
down, baby.
Yeah, always propose. Right before he passed away, he wanted this big celebration. So, and I kept saying, why? It's 57. Let's wait till 60. Well, he ended up passing. We did this big celebration at 57. I mean, the children were there. We walked down the aisle with them. They redid their vows. So it's love is great.
Yes,
It is.
When it's good, it's
When it's
good.
good,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even when it's bad, because that's when you know, okay, we can sustain this. We can get through this.
Well, yeah, and you know that.
if it
even
take a
though
week,
it
it may
bad.
take a week.
Yeah.
But
Even
we
though
gonna
it
get
may-
through.
You know, the thing is,
Better not
even
take a
though it may be bad, you really know in your heart, I don't want to do this with anybody else but
Yeah.
you. You know, so let's get through this. I'm not happy with you today, but you're still my person.
Well,
You're
what's
still
that?
my person.
we
I'd
were
rather
going
argue
every
with
day.
you than
Yeah. I'd rather argue with you than make love to anybody else.
Right.
Catch that.
Oh.
That's huge. When you say that to your woman, that's points.
Look, that's for
Put some
free.
flowers and candy with
That's
it.
for
That's
free.
that's
We'll
for
slow
free
down.
this time. Next time
Why
y'all
don't you
have to
shoot?
pay for
That's
the
right,
counseling.
that's
You can't
right.
just be giving away.
That's right. All these little nuggets.
all these little nuggets.
Yeah, absolutely though.
Yeah,
But
I-
it's
Word
the truth when you
gold.
break that down. It's
Right.
true.
I told Adam one time we were going through something, and I said, even if we wouldn't be together, I would want you to be okay
Oh, yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
So that's just a different
Yeah.
type of,
Absolutely.
Well, that's
care
that
and
agape love.
There you go.
It doesn't,
You
it
don't
doesn't
wish any
matter.
harm.
Learned that in
Anybody else.
therapy.
Uh,
Agape love and agape listening.
Mhm. Oh, I like that. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because sometimes
Open
We
your
call
heart,
we
it,
just
open
like
we
your
call
heart.
it listening for understanding,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we
I'll
just-
take that one.
we just talk over and we don't really pay attention. I'm like, I'm ready for you to finish so I can jump in and say my stuff. So I didn't hear nothing you said.
Exactly.
And so, but if we take the time to listen,
Hear.
and hear, like
And-
God wants us, like He listens to us.
Absolutely.
Because I'm sure
Exactly.
He's like, oh, shut up, this Sherrika again."
Shut up.
I know the Lord.
Not
like,
shut
oh,
up.
shut up. Yeah, the Lord says shut up. Don't get it twisted.
You will.
The Lord is telling somebody to shut up right now.
Exactly.
Better heed.
Exactly. Describe the most important part of marriage.
Oh, good question. I think the communication and the love that you share for each other. I think that's really important. And then what you're building.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you get married, you're coming together. So I'm coming with you, you're coming with me, and then we're building something together.
Exactly.
We're creating something
Absolutely.
together.
Exactly.
So I think that's the most important part is like communication, what we're gonna do, where we're gonna go. I mean, we write down,
You
For-
hit it out the park, by the way. You did.
Exactly.
You hit it out the park.
For me, I think that both people have to come into the relationship complete.
right.
And
That's
because you
exactly.
hear this all the time. Oh, she completes me or he completes me. No, you should already come complete
yeah,
so
I'm-
you guys
I'm
can hit the
good.
ground running. Not like so if you got daddy issues, if you got
We getting them all
all
out right
these,
now.
you getting all out before
you
anything,
do.
and that way you're coming into your relationship because normally
Mm-hmm.
when people enter a relationship, they have baggage from
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
because we both
high school
we
sweethearts,
both been
all the way
married
back
before,
there.
So
Yeah.
we both been through some things, and So yeah, I remember he was going to therapy and I was just coming for support. I thought.
I thought he tricked you.
Yeah, I was just coming for
Sherrika,
support.
can you come tomorrow by yourself?
Yeah, I was going. Yeah,
I'll go with
and
you,
so
sure.
the therapist said, "So how was your childhood?" My childhood was great.
We here for him.
Yeah, just about him.
It's his
Right.
appointment.
You asking me questions. And so he said, "Really?" He said, "Well, name me a moment that wasn't great." And I did, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll be back next week."
Okay. No, I know.
I didn't know that affected me like this.
I had trust issues.
you- but
Okay, let me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, you said something about communication. I'm going to tell you that right now. Communication is a very key component to marriage.
The key.
It
It's
is
the
the
key.
It is
It's-
the key. I mean, some people may feel differently, so I was trying to be cool about it, but it is the key as
It
far as I'm
is.
concerned.
100% of
It's
our
the ultimate
clients
key,
come to us.
because that is what will help repel certain things as infidelity, secrets, just a communication breakdown, shutdowns, and just a disconnect. So I think communication is huge because that repels against some of the things that our couples face
And
today.
you
have
learn that.
communication clear, you can openly talk to that person. There's nothing there's nothing that you really need to keep, guarded. If you're comfortable talking, then there's a lot in that.
Right.
And that's the key right there,
Exactly.
There's your ebb and flow, there's your harmony, there's your peace. For sure.
So come out of the bedroom. Don't, go on your separate ways. Don't talk. All of that. I did all of that.
Wow.
Back. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I did. I would shut down and not talk to you for like 2 weeks.
That's a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was you doing? Writing? Were you
Stuff-
journaling?
stuff-
I mean, because you had to get it out. What would you do? Right.
Just stubborn.
That pride, too. Pride comes before
That
the fall.
Taurus-
Pride cometh
that-
before the fall.
That
Yeah.
Taurus in me.
Oh, you
Oh,
Taurus?
right.
What's your
Oh,
birthday?
yeah.
April 28th.
Oh, mine's May 18th.
Yeah, that Taurus.
I don't believe in those
Oh,
astrology
you
But
stuff.
Taurus? He don't believe in it, but you Taurus? Okay, I'm just
No,
saying.
no. When she said Taurus, I was
just stubborn.
I was thinking her birthday was on the same day as mine or
Right.
something
Yeah,
like that.
but just being stubborn. But you grow and you learn and you find out that's just not the way to be. I mean, who is that helping?
So who
what
was
did you
always
do?
the first to apologize?
Not me.
Not you, definitely not
She
you.
said that. Did you see how she said? Oh, no.
Were you're just gonna hold out for 2 weeks,
Yeah,
expecting
I
an
did.
apology?
I did. I'm very transparent. I did.
Even when you're wrong, Mama.
not now.
I know.
No.
But
We're talking about
I'm
then.
talking about
Yes,
Even when you were wrong, you still wouldn't.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you definitely
That
had a
was
seat
petty.
with your name on it up
She
in
was
there.
being petty. Adam, if you see any
Oh, yeah.
pettiness, call me. Man.
Oh, I'm not like that.
No,
now.
she's not. But that, and I'm glad you said that because the Taurus, they do go through a growth. I must admit, and I love the man that I see before me. Loved him then, I love him even more now because this honey bunny, my handsome honey right
Honey
here,
bunny.
has really grown a lot in our marriage. And I mean, I have too. We all
No,
do.
we-
From
you're
each other,
supposed
you
to
cohabitate with somebody, you better.
Right.
But yeah, that growth, and so it's good to see that because I'm glad that our children see it.
Right.
I know it feels good with him, especially in leadership and all that we do.
Right.
It's really good. So, and I think that you sow what you want to see. So even being willing for those out there who are struggling with this,
Right.
to be able to be willing to say, baby, I'm a safe place to fall. And if I hurt you, I apologize.
Exactly.
Extend it first.
And the
you
big
know?
thing is, if you win in an argument in your marriage, you both lose. That's the biggest
You're a
thing.
team.
Yeah.
You have to win as one.
And so we found out the hard way.
Yeah.
So
That's what I said.
I just had a
You have
long
to-
talk with God one day, and I said, okay, whether right or whether wrong,
Right.
I'll go ahead and apologize
Mhm.
to clean the slate. And women like that.
Well, the problem
Well,
was.
not only that, God is present.
Look, the problem was I
He
didn't
sees
think
it
I
all.
was
I'm
wrong.
I know, right?
That was the problem.
Right now.
I'm like,
I don't
okay.
care if I got a ton of proof.
Right.
I'm just
I
gonna say,
don't think I'm wrong.
I'm sorry
so-
you felt that way.
There you go. See?
I've read between the lines before.
That's
and I'm
it.
just gonna leave it. We're gonna move forward. I think
Okay,
we
I
have a
don't
letter
wanna-
today,
We
darling.
do. We do. Let me ask one more question in that relationship analysis. So, how do you feel about intimacy and passion in your relationship?
I think it's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100.
Gotcha.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, you have to have, and he said I'm a hopeless romantic.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Even when you hold out for 2 weeks.
well, that's Jen. Don't hold me to my past.
No, she's a new Christian.
I'm a new Christian.
And therapy.
I'm pouring old wine in a new wineskin
Don't
here.
do it.
And dying to sell. Amen.
I'm pouring new wine in the old. I'm sorry, old wine in the new.
No,
No,
so
she's
I'm
not.
not like
Don't speak
that
that
anymore.
over her.
Yeah,
This
but
is a-
I
look at the glow on her.
love passion. Like I said, he brought edible rain. No apparent reason. We like
Edible
apple.
what?
Arrangements.
Oh, arrangements. Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
I
not
got
them
See,
yet.
girl,
Not
this
that
one.
day.
Yeah,
Something. Yeah.
You know who you married.
This
Come on
one
now.
here.
You know
I'm
who
right
you
here,
married.
sis.
You
I
right
hear
here.
you. I hear you.
You know who
I'm
you married.
listening, and I can hear you.
So yeah, I like the passion. I love intimacy and just all of that.
That's up there with
it's
prayer.
important.
Yeah, it's up there with prayer
Right.
and communication.
Prayer
Yeah,
can
talk
be
to me.
intimate.
Yeah,
It can
all
be.
of
It
that.
does.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Almost,
prayer can
almost
be
definitely.
very intimate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember
yeah.
one day I was
Especially
in
on
there
your knees
praying
together.
on my knees, and he just came in and joined my worship, and
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean, it still can be intimate.
Yep, it can. It definitely can.
Yeah.
We live by it. We live by it.
So Sherrika has been really a big #1 supporter ever since we
I'm a
started
big
on radio.
fan. Just go ahead
She's
and
a
say
big
it.
fan
I am
of
a
ours.
fan.
Thank you so much.
Just say it.
So you know where we're getting ready to go now with our show.
Mm-hmm.
So
You ready, girl?
we got our letter of the day, and I think this is really mild.
What you got,
for
Pop
me?
Pop?
It's not a
He's
good
for
one.
Pop
us.
Pop, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Because, I want to let him know. He's Pop Pop, by the way. And today, actually, our fifth
Oh.
grandchild is being born today. I just had to say that.
Yes,
'cause
we're
I-
having a girl.
Just tingly, yes, it's a girl.
Any
And
moment
any
now.
moment now. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
by the time we finish the taping. But he's Pop Pop. So, Pop Pop, what is the letter today?
All right, dear Tory and Terry, my fiance and I are scheduled to be married early summer this year. I don't have my glasses. Our wedding was postponed a year ago due to the pandemic. We have been together 4 years and have been engaged and living together for exactly 1 year. I am now concerned because I've had an up-close and personal view of how my fiance irresponsibly gambles his money. Prior to the virus, he would go with friends to the casino. Now he stays home and plays poker virtually. We're taking large transaction amounts in the 1,000s in just one night or over a weekend. He casually mentions he has spent most of his savings, and in parentheses, that he had set aside for the wedding. Although pretty much everything is paid for, however, every time I try to express concern, he blows it off and calls me paranoid and a nervous bride-to-be. He's right. I am a little nervous, but truthfully, I am a saver. He and I make roughly 6 figures each. I'm in healthcare and he's in the legal field. I own 2 pieces of income property, free and clear, that my parents left me. I love him, I really do. I'm starting to see red flags. Is it premarital nervousness? Please help me and be honest with me. I think you already know the answer.
I don't need the cards for this. Let me just
First
set
of
them
all,
down.
right. Look, first of all,
Okay.
First of
go
all-
ahead, Mama, go
first
ahead.
of all,
Go
you know
ahead.
what? That made the pandemic happen. This time happen for her to see what she needs to see.
Yeah.
Because had she already got married, it's some things that you need to know. I mean, some people say, well, she's testing the waters and she's trying to see. And then what if they just had got married?
Yeah.
And then this issue popped up that you didn't know he had.
Well, the red flags were already there.
Right.
And I'm thinking that, one, he has an addiction because you can definitely get addicted to gambling.
Right.
And so along with that addiction becomes trust issues because now she can't trust that the money's still going to be in the account
can't that
when
you
they get
gonna
married.
provide.
I can't trust
that
that. I'm way
you-
over here.
Right. I mean, how are you going to provide? How can I trust you to be a provider?
Exactly.
Or to be, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
So
You know.
it's not jitters about being
No, this
married.
is not-
no,
this
this
is not
is not
nervous.
that at all.
And the fact that to hear the thousands in one night.
Yeah.
I mean, we all make so many thousands, okay?
Right.
thousands in one night and a weekend.
Right.
It sounds like every week.
It sounds like
Definitely
every.
an
I
It
was
didn't
trying
say
to
once
say
in
it's
a
an
while. It said
addiction.
every
definitely an
weekend.
addiction.
Now, going out with your boys, or a trip to Vegas or something, or whatever.
Scratch
people
off.
doing that.
Is all you gonna
right.
get. That is all
Not
you
a
gonna get.
scratcher.
A
You know, those
scratch
kind
off
of
with
things.
me.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Those kind of harmless trips, vacation. But when you're doing this, and this is what it was, a poker? What was it?
It's just gambling, virtually
Gambling,
gambling.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know,
so it's
some-
probably something like, yeah,
Right.
but it's definitely.
And they
it's
definitely live
blackjack,
close
it's
enough
something.
to where if they're in
He
Texas,
could
they
go.
probably
If he's a high
Right.
hit
roller,
Louisiana or Oklahoma.
yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like he's a high roller. So for him to be doing this, for them to have been doing it in person, and then him being like virtual with it, like
Right.
it's something he has to do.
But I
That's
can't
the
see him
flag.
just doing this now.
No.
They were
She's
just
noticing.
living together
Yeah.
because it said living
just
together
started
in a
living
year.
together.
Oh, okay.
So he may have kind of masked it,
Right.
if they weren't living together. But my thing is this, sweetheart. So yeah, it's not nervous jitters.
And who
No,
goes to the
It's
casino in the
common
middle of the week?
sense.
Right,
It's
right.
definitely common
He
sense.
needs therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely needs
Definitely
therapy.
CBT.
But
Right.
I want to say this to her. Your parents, I'm thinking like a mama. Your parents left you, you inherited
Inheritance.
your property from your parents. You need to guard that at all costs. If you need to do a prenup that includes that,
Right.
then that's what you do. But for him to just, jokingly blow off the fact that he spent all of his savings from last year,
For the wedding.
and he's not being realistic. And there's a fantasy to
Destination
that.
wedding gonna be down the street.
But there's
Right,
a fantasy to that. What
Or
makes
just
me
in the
think
house.
that he has. It makes me think that he feels that I win it back. I win it back. I win it back.
But
That's where the addiction
that's
comes.
where the addiction comes in,
Absolutely.
because that's what they do, and those are things that you look out for. Is
Yep.
he preoccupied with gambling all
Right.
the time?
Right.
Right.
Which
Is he
means,
betting on anything? Hey, I bet you I finished my dinner before you.
Right.
Just stuff like that.
And that's not funny. That's really true. But also too, I really believe that his thing is, you're just out, because he's probably had some really big wins before and just figured,
Right.
I'll win it all back. We'll be good by the time of the wedding. In the meantime, time is ticking.
Right.
These months are going by because I'm telling you right now, it's already March. How many of us are blown away by the fact that it's March,
Right.
So, summer will be here before you know it. So guard yourself, protect yourself, but also, have a real sit down with him.
Right.
And it's like, what does this look like? Let's have an account that we put in. You each have your individual accounts, but you have an account that you put in to start to see
Exactly.
how he's accountable for this and these dollars that are going to.
And what does that say about him, his character? What does that say about
It's
your
a lot.
Well,
future?
definitely, like I said before, trust issues.
Right. That's
And
exactly.
that's gonna be
So now you're gonna be watching the bank. You're not gonna, what he's doing. Worried. It's just it's too much.
And you don't want him hiding it. So
Right.
it's just be upfront with him about it. Be a soft place to fall with it, but be very stern and be very firm about what your expectations are and how, you cannot move forward feeling this way. This isn't marital jitters. This is about, it's not about the wedding, it's about the marriage. And
Right.
this is about a life together and what that
Right,
looks like.
right.
So you, definitely be on your P's and Q's with it. Handle it. Don't be afraid to handle it. Pray first.
And do
then go
not
somewhere
pay
with
for the wedding with your money.
with your money. Yeah.
Well,
What
she
happened
said,
to all
did she
the
say
wedding
it was,
money?
it was paid for?
No, he
No,
spent
She said
He
that he
spent some
spent
of
the
the
money that was saved
for the
for
wedding.
the wedding.
That's
I,
what
well,
I
I heard
said.
that he had saved for the wedding, but I thought I heard that most of it was paid for.
No,
No.
their bills are paid for,
Right.
but the wedding isn't.
Yeah. He spent the
bills
money for the wedding.
What does it say?
It says he casually mentions he spent most of his savings, and in parentheses that he had set aside last year for the wedding.
Yeah.
Although pretty much everything is paid for.
Oh, okay. So that's what that was what I was
Oh,
talking
okay.
about. So pretty much
I'm
everything
thinking
is paid
their
for
their
the wedding.
bills or whatever.
No,
but
I think she's talking about the wedding meaning. Well, I don't know, but I mean, in conjunction with her saying that what he was saving for the wedding sounds like most of it's paid for. Maybe his part is the. I mean, usually the groom's part is the honeymoon. So maybe it's that. I don't know. But even
And the ring?
still,
I don't-
yeah. So sure.
I sound like our boy. You know who?
Well, first of all,
I got to pay half the mortgage. What?
my dad's not here, so
Yeah.
Yeah, people go in and pay together.
so yeah, so well, his dad, he has his mother, but so we
Sure.
of course are
Or paying for it yourselves.
exactly.
But I mean, the thing is that
Unless someone,
Yeah,
like,
and if you wanna bless them with a
family,
church,
Y'all
Charlotte,
gonna get married.
my sister.
Y'all already got married. Y'all handle that yourselves.
But you know what?
I'm
Honestly, back to the letter, I really think that I would do a prenup when it came to my family's property.
Yeah,
I really would. I would.
definitely.
I know that you're supposed to, you come in as one and it's all, but if he's showing signs of being irresponsible,
Exactly.
then yeah, I just.
Well, how about not marrying him at all until he gets some help?
That's
Well,
what I
definitely
said.
that. Definitely that.
Yeah,
No, definitely
yeah.
that. Definitely that. But still guarded. That doesn't mean that he can't fall off. People fall off the wagon. You know what I mean? So who's to say he doesn't fall off later? I mean, that's something that could be revisited.
Guard
She
it
could tear
and
it up.
don't get married.
But at the
yet.
very
Go
beginning,
call Tory and
thank you, darling.
That's
right,
You
that's
can
right.
call
For
us.
counseling.
We're gonna give you the truth.
I forever will. Christian marriage counseling will help you get
Exactly.
over your marital jitters.
Yes, we will.
That's the plug I was
Yes, we
looking
will.
for.
That's the plug there.
That's the
Yeah, I
plug.
mean, she wrote us, so she definitely knows about it.
Yeah.
But pray on it. Guard your heart.
Yeah.
Because I don't want your heart to overrule your head. Be smart about it. You're a smart cookie to get where you've gotten this far.
And don't forget to
doubt
set
yourself.
boundaries, though, in your relationship.
Absolutely.
Now,
Absolutely. That's
much
why I said,
less
have
your
that sit
marriage.
down. Don't
That's
be
the
afraid to have
things
that
that needed
sit
to be talked about
Exactly, exactly.
before you moved in
Yeah.
Yep,
together.
before you moved in together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing house.
There's questions. There's
The
Playing
questions.
house about to lose your
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, them endorphins and stuff. Y'all excited. You're engaged. There's a lot of romance, but you got to keep it real. You got to keep it 100 with each other
Yeah.
always. That communication's at the top. Maintain the communication.
Exactly.
That's
So That's yours?
That's my closing argument.
You have a closing argument on that?
I agree with you. I mean, I really think he needs counseling. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
hands
forget
down.
saving your money. I mean,
Hands
put
down.
your money away and do that. But he needs help, and until he gets help, it's not going to change. And you
That makes
definitely
sense.
don't want to go in it
And,
with the
Sherrika,
issue already.
So this isn't a religious show or anything like that. We provide counseling tips and things, but we never hear anything about God in this. We never hear anything about praying in these letters, and we never hear anything about having premarital counseling.
Right. You
And
need
it's
to.
really important.
It's
And we're not just
very
saying that, no, because
Okay.
we're counselors, but
No,
it's
it's-
definitely
It's
imperative.
very important.
Yeah, because you have to know.
We get
certain
so
things.
caught up in the proposal and the ring
The
and
wedding.
planning the
And
wedding
how many
and
people
getting
are
the
having a
drink.
wedding, and
Yeah,
well,
all
It's
of
very
that.
turkey or
theatrical. It's
chicken or
super
fish
theatrical.
or whatever.
Right.
you know.
Yeah, it's very theatrical, but the main thing is, and my girl Oprah said this, I learned this from her years ago. So many people put money and so
More
much
emphasis
energy
on
and
the
everything and
wedding.
emphasis
Then the
on the
relationship.
wedding than they do the marriage, and the
Yeah.
marriage is the most important thing. I do, I know you love them, okay? I know you love them, woman to woman, but talk to them. Let them know that you're concerned and that you'll go with them, that you'll support them, all the way as far as in the efforts of really trying to see about it. And I do believe that you can get help with it. I do believe that it takes even some exposure. It may mean telling people, maybe his family or
Yes.
something, so that you can have that village that really will help. But just trust the communication, trust Christ in it, and give it to God. You should have a marriage that's really centered in Christ anyway, because you're gonna need it, baby.
Oh,
Just
Lord,
like this,
yeah.
you're gonna need
Your
it.
foundation.
Mhm, Absolutely.
And for me, if after you've given it a lot of consideration and thought, and you feel that, you're convinced that you're not a nervous bride to be, help him get help, because once you guys get married, you're carrying, that's your issue as well at that point. It's not just his. So you have to dial it back before it starts and make sure he gets the help that he needs. Right?
Yeah.
So if you guys are in a situation where you can't do that, you're gonna have to reconsider because and I say that because he may not think he has a problem. So you guys are definitely gonna have to reconsider, and like Sherrika said earlier in the show, if there's no vision or no plan, I mean, other than how we gonna make up for the money, or I'll just go out back to the casino. It's not a vision nor a plan.
Yeah, and your response to this, now that you're acknowledging it and you're aware of it, is your responsibility. So handle it responsibly.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sherrika, we love having you every time we have you
enjoy
on the
it.
show.
Good with you.
Myself.
Every time
Yeah.
we see you, it's either on set or it's at an event. We have got to do
I
our
know.
own thing. We got to get together.
We do.
Yeah, long overdue.
Right.
But you look marvelous.
Thank you.
Lovely, beautiful as ever. You're
Thank you,
glowing,
thank
and
you,
we're
thank you.
super, super duper.
I'm telling
excited
you,
for
I have been you guys as fans. I think I saw you at Sam's.
Yep.
One
Sam
of
Mack,
those.
that's
Sam
our
Mack,
boy.
Either the all
Yes.
white or all black.
All
We
black,
All black.
both.
yes,
So,
all black
black
holiday.
part, yeah.
but
yes.
yeah, and when it's just something. It was
Actually,
that glow.
our buddy Cam, he was like, "You gotta meet Sherrika."
Oh yeah, Cam is
That's what
Cam
he
is
was-
everything.
Yeah. What's up, Cam? Cam's like, "You gotta meet my girl Sherrika. She's here. I want to introduce you to her." And he did, and we've been friends ever since.
Yeah. I do want to share something. When I met you at the event, she pulled me to the side and she prayed with me.
I remember that.
That don't happen. I mean,
We had a
party.
Black party.
You didn't get our Kane Wang on.
DJ, you know,
didn't
all
know.
of that. And she pulled me to the side and she just prayed with me. And ever since then, I mean, I followed you all. I try to support as much as I can. You know, even if I catch it late, I'll watch the replay. But I mean, you don't find people like that.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, and that just meant everything to me, because in that moment I needed that.
Amen.
And you didn't know that, but just in that moment, because you just go, and you go to all of these events and you're doing so much, but then you have to take that time, and you took the time out in the whole party
and you know what's
to
funny?
just pull me to the side. Can I pray with you?
You know what's funny? We knew Chica before you,
right?
Because she had a radio show at the same place we have it. But and we always thought that was your sister.
Everybody
but
that's my sister.
Same name, yeah.
Well, it's like
she
sisters.
Is your sister,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just good when you connect, and it's just that divine connection.
Absolutely.
When you just know good people and genuine people.
Thank you.
So that's the difference. We find a lot of people in this industry, but they're not genuine and they're not loyal, and you all have been.
Thank you.
All the way from the beginning. You've
so
never
much.
changed. You never, swayed. You were always who you are.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you, and just want to give y'all that, because you give back so much
Thank you.
to everybody else, but you just need to be honored just in that moment, because y'all have been really, supportive of everything I've done. So
yes, we have, and we will continue to be from our hearts to yours. Congratulations to you.
Thank
and
you.
your fiance Adam.
you.
We are so excited for
Adam,
that.
next time.
Adam, yeah, we'll see you soon, Adam.
Hey.
Cheers.
He's taken.
Uh-oh.
Just be clear.
Sherrika, you want to? I mentioned earlier that you have a TV show coming out. You want to tell people about it and how they can reach you?
Yes, on the Artist Lounge, you can go to www.theartistlounge.com. My email is theartistloungeshow. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram. I have 2 pages, Sherrika Hunt. I have a page for the Artist Lounge too. So it's just upcoming. I'm so excited.
Blessed and highly favored.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm
and
so
we'll be
excited
supporting you on that.
Yep, you got our
just
support.
to support authors, or to support people so they can share their story.
Yes.
Because it's not just authors. Everybody has a story,
Everybody
right?
has a
It's
story,
just not on book.
Guess what?
Yes.
You have
Our
a book
youngest
coming
daughter
up?
is an author.
Yeah,
Yes,
I told her we were
exactly.
talking
She's
about
working
it
on her
outside.
2nd book now.
Yeah, and so I know we get to interview every now and then, but to actually have a platform just for that.
Yes.
Oprah Winfrey, you just finished talking about Super Soul Sunday.
Yes.
That was me and my
Yes.
mom's thing.
Yes,
And so
I
it's
love
like
it.
bringing that back, that feel where you can just sit
Yes.
and get to know, why did you write this book? Who are you? And, and that's going to make people want to buy your book.
Hey, Oprah,
Inspiring
we like
everyone.
outside interviews too, so we could
Right.
we could be out there on that
He
luscious
gonna-
lawn.
Right.
Hey, we're not cheesy, Oprah. I promise we're not.
Yeah,
Stop.
one day.
But thank you again.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you
What a great
guys for
show.
having me.
Yeah.
You're
So-
welcome. Anytime.
Keep watching. I'm telling you, they're doing big things. So
Couples, we're here for you. You can always reach us at iforeverwill.com. And my husband and I are here to serve you in the Lord. We want to help you. We do want to help you. We love what we do. Thank you for tuning in to Love in Black. And I want to tell you about Love in Black right quick. Love in Black is about having your love in the positive. Like your finances, you want them in the black, not in the red. The red is negative. You want it in the black. That's what you want your life. That's what you want your love, your relationships, all of that in the black. You want it in the positive. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Friday night, my favorite night.
Yeah.
We had a good time. Thank you,
Yes.
darling.
thank you.
We'll see you next
We'll
week.
see you same black time and same black channel.
Have a great weekend. Make love, not war. We'll see you next
Bye-bye.
week. Bye.